Hello, my name is JanaPetrovich. I'm better known as JP, and I'm here today to talk to you about my experience with having an abortion and the consequences of that, one of which was a severe, very life-threatening eating disorder. So why am I here today? Why am I here to share with you why I had an abortion when I so vehemently had opposed it all my life? Why did I have an abortion? I had an abortion because I did not know. I did not know that at the age of 18, my entire life would crumble. I did not know that I would be abandoned, betrayed, and left to deal with it. But the boyfriend, the man I had seen for many, many years. I didn't know that the it was a precious gift from God, a baby formed within me, not just for me, but for all of creation. I did not know. No one told me. I did not know I would spend over 25 years in and out of long-term psychiatric facilities and ICUs, thousands of ICU admissions. I did not know that my weight would drop below 65 pounds. It would never end. My eating disorder developed because I was totally repulsed and disgusted with what I did by killing this precious gift within me. I was sick. I wanted to feel clean inside. I wanted all that ugliness and dirtiness that I felt just to be gone. So how I did that was develop an eating disorder. I stopped eating. I started taking excessive amounts of laxatives, just any way I could to try to cleanse myself, but it didn't work. The pain trying to disappear on the outside didn't work. The pain and the suffering, it just continued. So I tried to think of all different kind of ways to keep my baby on my own without my family finding out. I thought they would be devastated, that they'd rather see me die than for me to come home and tell them that I was pregnant without being married. I tried to think of a way out, but I couldn't. I was so disoriented and confused and overwhelmed by the betrayal of the man I loved and the whole scenario that in some altered state of mind, I went to an abortion clinic. I didn't know. I didn't know what was going to happen then. I walked in by myself. It was horrible. It was horrible. The only advice, counseling, that I received over the phone from the clinic, the abortion mill, was to bring a pair of socks because my feet would get cold. I did not know that I would never be introduced to the so-called physician. I didn't know his name, where he was from. He never spoke one word to me. I did not know that we would be treated like a bunch of cattle. The girls that were there for an abortion, we were just taken in groups and, and tossed off into seeing film, some type of film. I don't remember what it really was about. It's like I said, I was in an altered state of being. And then the next thing that I remember, I was in the procedure room with my feet up in the stirrups. And the physician, if he was one, came in and he began the suction. I didn't know that within seconds I wanted to cry out, please, stop, I've changed my mind. Stop, please. But I knew it was too late. I glanced to the side of me to see the precious, precious baby that I had, that Jesus, God, had created, was destroyed, was there in a clear plastic container beside my bed. I didn't know. No one told me. And then I went into the recovery room and I was in pain and hemorrhaging. And as I lay there crying, the nurse came up to me and I told her I was feeling very badly. She looked at me and she said, with a smile on her face, yeah, they always say it's not going to be too bad, but it is. And I was left there. I didn't know. I didn't know the pain could be so deep. So deep. And that's where it all began. That's when my life began to crumble. As I said earlier, I couldn't deal with my abortion. So I turned to an eating disorder to focus on. And that left me for over 20 years in and out of hospitals, the near death, so many ICUs, treatments, so many events I can't remember. And when I say treatment centers, I mean long-term, months to years at treatment centers for over 25 years. I didn't know. I didn't know. But the reason why I'm here today is because now there is something so wonderful that I do know, and that is God's love is unending. His mercy is beyond our comprehension. And finally, I cried out to him, and he was there. And he became my lifeline. Not all these IV pumps and medicines running through me and heart monitors. I didn't need to be connected to that as much anymore. What I really needed was to be able to accept the mercy, the grace, to accept that his love for me and for all of us covers everything. It covers everything. why I'm here, because I want you to know, and everyone affected by abortion, if they're thinking about an abortion, if they had an abortion, God loves us. God loves us, and healing is possible. Healing is possible. I want you to look at me. I want you to look in my face. And I want you to know that I was dead. Literally, my cemetery plot was already picked out. My family from all over the country have flown in. And I cried out. I cried out to God, please save me. Finally, at the lowest I could be, I wanted to live. I wanted to live. And God had been there all along. All this time He'd been there. And He breathed life back into me. And He's there for you now. We have options. God has given us options. Choose life. Choose God. He is the way, the truth, and the life. Never give up hope. Never give up hope. That's why I'm here. And that's why I will be silent, never ever again.